Have a stick, we'll travel.
Welcome to Artoftinyliving. We're visiting Louisiana.
The Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana. If you're doing some back roads, this place is easy to reach. It's not too far off the eye if you want to, if you're traveling that way. Room enough to accommodate most vehicles. Coming up the back access road into their camping area, if you're doing like harvest hosting and something along those lines, might be a little bit more beneficial than trying to take the small road past the driveway. But to each their own. It looks like it's open enough, but I would just be questionable about a big rig. But there is an access on the back. But anyway, this is an old plantation, supposedly one of the most haunted places in Louisiana. It's a beautiful day, so all the ghosts can enjoy. Made some ducky friends. Talk about raised bed gardening. But you got lovely grounds out here. So if you're looking for a place to stay in Louisiana, this would be a choice to make. Some of the buildings on site are original parts of the plantation. Some of the other ones they've built for their part of their bed and breakfast. But the grounds here are really quite amazing. They have a nice little lagoon.
Look at the ducks that are following us.
But these aren't just any type of ducks, ladies and gentlemen. These are Louisiana roan ducks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, birds aplenty. Just don't use any foul language. Imagine how this land was once upon a time. This would have been probably a swampish area. I think the ducks are really interested in what we were doing. But as you can see, the architecture tries to fit the theme of the time. Blends in really nice out here. This is their plaza, which is adjacent to their gift area, registration area, and the porch are part of the house. Lots of great foliage to shoot. Now here's a spot for a perfect par 4, or maybe a wedding ceremony. But if you like a bit of nature while you're hanging out, maybe a little bocce ball. And the spooky stuff, you'll have to experience it for yourself, I guess. This is supposed to be one of the most haunted corridors, but these little birds didn't seem to mind. As we try to get ourselves in the same corridor. Boo. A few night shots of the area are interesting with all the vinage and growth, the vegetation. And this is a 100-foot deep well, built by slaves a long, long, long time ago. In keeping with the theme, just a quick shout out to the Wildfire Meadery. Time for a quick stroll through the historic area of Pensacola, Florida. Each of the stars on the Walk of Fame are people who have influence having things to do with Pensacola and its beginnings. We're standing in front of the T.T. Wentworth Museum. Interesting place that explains the Spanish heritage as well as the developing of the state of Florida. Early weaponries, colonial and territorial maps, of course suits of armor. Lots of influences down in this section of the United States. If you get a chance and you're visiting, you have to come check it out. This is all certainly a hidden gem of the area. A little art walk on the outside. But all the colonial areas still left intact and preserved by the historical associations.
Dip in there, you count to about 2 seconds, you just like dip in, and then you dip into the water. So you just go back and forth, and eventually you'll just
Make yourself a candle. Don't forget.
Yep, just
Dip it. Dip it good.
into the wax here, and then over here.
I wish we'd had more time to explore this area. Unfortunately, like most Floridians, they don't even know that the historical area exists.
Yeah, so you just dip back and forth.
Next time, though, for sure. Well worth checking out. And the pass is all day. This week's episode of A Moment with Jugan.
If there's a big stick, Jugan will find it.
So just a short glimpse into the memories that we made and the places that we'd stayed. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode of Art of Tiny Living. Make sure you click like and subscribe, and we'll see you again real soon.